What is happening with RHONJ Season 15? What is happening with RHONJ Season 15? That's the question on fans' minds as rumors run wild about the hit Bravo show. The Real Housewives of New Jersey has been paused since the explosive Season 14 finale and canceled reunion last summer. Andy Cohen has repeatedly stated we will be waiting a while for news on Jersey as the powers that be are taking their time to figure out what comes next. That hasn't stopped the rumor mill from going crazy though. UK magazine reported this week that Melissa Gorga and Dolores Catania would return to RHONJ for Season 15, while Teresa Giudice is in talks for a new show. An insider told the outlet no official decisions have been made, but the above seems to be how the network plans to go. RHONJ alum Kim DePaola added to UK magazine, confirming Dolores, Melissa, and Teresa were given letters to keep them engaged with the network. Now, Us Weekly has entered the chat with an insider debunking that rumor. What is happening with RHONJ Season 15? As Monsters and Critics reported, Melissa recently shared why she feels the cast will have some of the Real Housewives of New Jersey news soon. This comes as Us Weekly reports a Bravo insider confirms the Jersey ladies have been in touch with production. However, the source claims no decisions about the cast have been made. All of them have been in contact with production but not with any news. There's still an open line of communication, but no news on who is coming back or who is not coming back, the source explained. In fact, the outlet is reporting that even though production wants RHONJ to return, Season 15 isn't guaranteed. A rep for Bravo told Us Weekly that no decisions about Jersey have been made yet, casting or otherwise. Basically, this means we are still waiting for news on the future of the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and we could be waiting a while. Here's why RHONJ needs a revamp and not a reboot. There's no question RHONJ should come back, but it does need a revamp. The show became so toxic, and while that was entertaining at times, it became too much by the end of Season 14. However, a reboot would be a disaster. Just look what happened with RHONY. We think the show should have a remix of old and new blood. Dolores is a given, she's funny, doesn't put up with any crap, and doesn't take sides. There also needs to be at least 2 other current stars, with one being Melissa or Teresa. Honestly, we could see the show going with Dolores and Melissa, while giving Teresa and her girls a different show. Anyway, that's just our 2 cents on what we know now about the future of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. Maybe Andy Cohen will address the rumors on his radio show next week, when he's back from vacation, and give us some news. As of February 2025, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, RHONJ, finds itself at a pivotal crossroads. The series, which has been a staple of reality television since its debut in 2009, is currently on an extended hiatus following the conclusion of its 14th season in August 2024. This pause in production is not merely a seasonal break, but a deliberate intermission as producers and network executives contemplate the show's future trajectory. Season 14, a climax of conflict. Season 14 culminated in August 2024, delivering intense drama that both captivated and polarized its audience. The season was marked by escalating tensions among cast members, particularly between Teresa Giudice and her sister-in-law Melissa Gorga. Their strained relationship reached a point where they refused to communicate during filming, leading to the unprecedented cancellation of the season's reunion special, a first in the franchise's history. This decision underscored the depth of the discord and left fans speculating about the show's ability to continue with its existing cast dynamics, hiatus, and uncertainty. In the aftermath of Season 14, reports emerged that RHONJ would not resume filming for its 15th season until 2025. This extended hiatus is attributed to the producer's desire to reassess and possibly revamp the series. Sources indicate that no definitive decisions regarding the cast or format will be made until early this year, reflecting a cautious approach to the show's evolution. The current cast, including Teresa Giudice, Jennifer Aydin, Dolores Catania, Melissa Gorga, Margaret Josephs, Danielle Cabral, and Rachel Fuda, remains in a state of limbo as discussions about potential changes unfold. Exploring new directions. Andy Cohen, the executive producer and face of the Real Housewives franchise, has hinted at significant changes for RHONJ. In a July 2024 segment of his Sirius segment show, Cohen suggested the possibility of a reboot with all fresh faces, indicating a potential departure from the long-standing cast members. This approach mirrors the recent revamp of The Real Housewives of New York City, where an entirely new ensemble was introduced to rejuvenate the series. However, Cohen later clarified that these remarks were speculative, and no concrete plans have been finalized. Cast reactions and speculations. The uncertainty surrounding the show's future has elicited varied responses from the cast. Dolores Catania expressed frustration over her co-stars' inability to resolve their differences, emphasizing that egos have impeded progress and reconciliation. She lamented the current state of affairs, noting that unresolved conflicts have left the cast fragmented and the show's future in question. Despite the challenges, Catania remains hopeful for a reunion of the original cast, underscoring the deep connections they've built with their audience over the years. Melissa Gorga, on the other hand, has shown a mix of anticipation and impatience regarding the prolonged hiatus. During a December 2024 appearance on Watch What Happens Live, she playfully chided Andy Cohen for the delay in decisions about season 15. Gorga's remarks reflect a desire for clarity and a readiness to embrace whatever changes may come, whether it involves a cast shakeup or a complete reboot. Viewership and network considerations. The decision to pause and potentially revamp RHONJ is influenced by more than just internal cast dynamics. The show experienced a notable decline in viewership during its 14th season, with reports indicating that episodes garnered as few as 589,000 viewers, a series low. This downturn has prompted network executives to consider various strategies to reinvigorate the franchise, including casting new members, altering the show's format, or even contemplating its cancellation. The overarching goal is to restore the show's appeal and maintain its relevance in the competitive landscape of reality television. Potential crossover and future prospects. Amidst the uncertainty, there have been intriguing developments that suggest new directions for the franchise. In November 2024, members of the Jersey Shore cast were spotted filming with RHONJ stars at Tao nightclub in New York City. This crossover event, intended for an episode of Jersey Shore Family Vacation, featured interactions between Nicole Snooki Palizzi and RHONJ's Melissa and Joe Gorga, as well as newcomer Danielle Cabral. While this collaboration is slated for the Jersey Shore series, it hints at potential future synergies and creative endeavors that could breathe new life into RHONJ. Looking ahead. As of now, the fate of the Real Housewives of New Jersey remains in flux. The extended hiatus offers an opportunity for reflection and reinvention, allowing producers to thoughtfully consider the best path forward. Whether this leads to a refreshed cast, a revamped format, or a complete overhaul, the objective is to preserve the essence of the show while adapting to the evolving tastes of its audience. Fans eagerly await official announcements, hopeful that the next chapter of RHONJ will recapture the drama, camaraderie, and entertainment that have defined the series for over a decade.